Hey guys, it's Kay and I'm showing you how to make the simple, easy DIY sea moss gel. So the first thing you want to do is rinse it really well. I actually turned the camera off and got in deep with this and rinsed it really, really good. Once it's rinsed, you want to go ahead and add your natural spring water. And then you want to add a half of a lime if you're getting 1 ounce of sea moss. I got 2 ounces of sea moss in here, so I'm using a whole lime. You're going to leave the lime in there after you squeeze it, and you're going to soak it for 4 to 12 hours. And you want it to look like this. This is when it first starts soaking, and then this is after it's soaked. It's going to grow and expand. And so once you do that, I keep the water and use it for my garden. And once I rinse it, I use that water too, just to go ahead and get my garden all of this good stuff that's going on in here. So you want to rinse it thoroughly, get all the both of the lime pieces out of there. And then you want to use that water for the garden, guys. I'm telling you, your garden, your plants will love it. They will eat it up. After I rinsed everything out, I had 2 big bowls of water, so I use those as fertilizer later. So once you have this part, you're gonna go ahead and put your sea moss into your blender. And so you want to measure out your water. For 2 ounces of sea moss, you want about 26 ounces of water. And so if you only have 1 ounce of sea moss, you want to do about 13 ounces of water. Depends on how thick or how thin you want your sea moss to be. I find this is the perfect measurement for the applesauce consistency. And so you want to use a lime again, half of a lime if you have 1 ounce, 1 whole lime if you have 2 ounces of sea moss. This time you don't put the whole lime in, you literally just use the juice. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and use your maple syrup. I use 1 teaspoon of maple syrup for every 1 ounce of sea moss gel. So this is 2 ounces, I use 2 teaspoons. And then for the elderberry extract, this is going to be 1 tablespoon per ounce of sea moss. I have 2 ounces of sea moss, so I'm using 2 tablespoons. The ground nutmeg is literally like a shake or 2. And the same for the cinnamon is literally like a shake or 2. And then you're gonna go ahead and start blending it up. It does this crazy jumping around thing when you first start blending it. It's like all over the place normally. And so what you want to do is blend it. I normally do it in a Ninja blender, and so it takes about 4 different times for me to blend it. But you want it to be very smooth and very consistent like this. You don't want it to be chunky. You don't want to see the pieces of sea moss in there still. You want it to look like this. It's smooth and there's nothing chunky in there. And so I did blend it 1 more time just to make sure it was where I wanted it to be. So because this was for the house and a friend, I simply measured it out into my 16 ounces. And then that's it though. There you have it. That is your sea moss. You find a container to put it in. Mason jars are much better. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons daily, store it in the fridge for up to 30 days, and I'll see y'all next time.